Alrighty, great music there. That was Black Bones with the song Despacito. Another version that we're very familiar with, but this works as well. This is the Hour 95.9 FM, your home for business, economy, and development. It is the Friday edition of the Good Nigeria Show, and baby, we've been having a great show so far. Before we went on the break, the gorgeous OmoBea did tell us that we were going to be doing show business. And let me tell you something, we're about to get the show on the road.
We are about to get the show on the road. But of course, it's not the regular kind of show. We are right here at the Hour 95.9 FM. We go behind the scene, all right? We go far away from the glitz and the glamour. We go behind and talk about the business of the creative industry. That's right. What we do on show business. Because that's all we're about here, business, economy, and development. Okay, and today we have the pleasure of having with us in the studio an entertainment lawyer, because apparently it's everywhere that you need protection. That's right. And ignorance is not
an excuse
anywhere, anyhow. So even if I just want to sing and just wear ice on my neck, I don't understand what's going on.
Because that's how stars do, right?
Because that's how stars
But there's a business behind the stars.
What if somebody starts singing a song somewhere? Who's gonna speak for you? Or somebody use your beats for an advert? All those things. I bet you all didn't know that. So, but before we get deep into it, let's, introduce our amazing guest. We have with us in the studio, entertainment lawyer, foremost entertainment lawyer, one of the top 7 female entertainment lawyers that we have in Nigeria. And we're talking about Yemisi Falaye.
Woo, 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 woo. Welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Good morning.
Such a pleasure to have you with us.
Let me tell you something. I went through your profile this morning and I was a little bit shocked. I was like, how did you stack all of this? How do you balance everything together? Before we even get to the crux of your work, how do you balance it? How do you relax? What's going on, Yemisi? Tell us.
Okay, let me say thank you for having me.
Yes, you're welcome.
Good morning again.
Yes.
So how do I balance? How do I relax? I just relaxed. You guys didn't. I was going to relax this morning, but
so we not let you relax.
Pulled you out there.
Don't worry, you relax tomorrow. Don't worry, it's worth it. This one is worth it for me. You relax
you
tomorrow.
didn't allow me to relax this morning. I just lay on my bed and watch TV to relax. So that's it.
All right,
as simple as that.
It's simple, but as a lawyer who's spent 20 years shaping entertainment law in Nigeria, can you share the first thing that drew you to entertainment law as a niche? That what made you so passionate
when
about?
you were going to study law,
exactly. Did you always know that it was
sites that is entertainment law I'm going to do, or was it just something?
My Lord, may I the norms?
No, it was more of the my Lord, may I. And then somehow life, gave me the softer side of it by making me an entertainment lawyer rather than my Lord, may I.
So how did that happen? The entertainment law, or how did it happen? Where did you work first?
So I started off my legal career in one of the biggest law firms in Nigeria.
Okay.
Now known as Denton's Acres Law. Then it was Adepetu Kaxi Martins Abu Shadow.
Okay.
Wow.
Just around the corner.
Yeah.
So that's where I started my law practice. And I was there till 2021.
Oh, wow.
When I resigned. By the way, I was called to bar in 2005.
Okay.
I did my NYC there in 2006.
Whoa.
And I was retained and I started working full time in 2007.
Okay, all related, but you look amazing. I don't know. 20 years, knowing that, the whole 20 years, I'm just putting it in perspective now. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think the relaxation is working.
Yeah.
I'm such a child then.
Oh, stop.
I know, right?
Well, you do not even look it. Oh my goodness, you look amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
But
guys.
I mean, there's so much that we have to talk about. Of course, because you headed the entertainment law group. You mentioned before we came on air. You mentioned that you headed the entertainment law group at Denton's Acres Law. Okay.
Yes.
Now you're leading your own, company, the Temple, right?
Well, I'm
Or
not
the legal
technically. Well, I would say I'm. Should I say I'm leading?
You're leading
But
the
as
development, legal and
legal
business
and
development.
development, business development departments of the Temple company now. That's what I do.
So how has your role evolved,
Evolved,
with the music industry and entertainment industry? Because it continues to change. How has your role in what you do, how has it evolved with the industry?
The saying that the Nigerian saying that goes soldier come, barrack remain. I'm the barracks.
Oh shit! Oh shit! What? I didn't expect it to.
I didn't see that coming.
Well, I mean, obviously you're the barrack because
That's some confidence.
I mean, look at the
Self-awareness.
legends that you've worked with. From Shola Shobowale to Funke Akindele,
Adekunle Gold,
TML, everybody.
Kiss Daniel, the band.
It's the entire roster. What is the key to being able to even attract that level of clientele?
Being at the top of your game, being trustworthy, being consistent, growing yourself, and being aware of yourself.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So, but just as Moyo mentioned, you've worked with some of the biggest names in the industry. I mean, we can't mention them all. You've worked with Kiss Daniel, DJ Copy, Toke Makinwa, Shola Shobowale, Wande Cole, Poco Lee, Bad Boy Teams. The list goes on and on and on. But what has been some of the most challenging cases, and what lesson did you take away from them? What are the most challenging cases when it comes to working with, creatives?
Most challenging at the initial stage of working with the creatives, it was a bit tough, trying to even draw them in to, convincing them that indeed you need legal service in order to stay out of trouble. Some of them will wait until that trouble comes before they will now start to run helter-skelter looking for legal representative. And by then it becomes more expensive, it becomes more cumbersome, and becomes more stressful for all parties. So the initial stage of trying to convince them that you actually need to retain a lawyer at the point where you've decided to convert your talent into a commercial one, and then another thing is, one of the ways we used, one of the tools or one of the strategies that we used to tackle that conviction was offering quite a number of them at the beginning of the entertainment law group in my firm. Then was to offer them free legal service. Just come, make them comfortable. For lack of a better word, buy their trust, convince them that indeed, we are the best at legal representation, or rather, you need a legal representation, and then we are the best to represent you legally. So it was a bit challenging to win them over, but our main duty then, up till now for me, is to ensure that you win them over, you retain them, and you get them to refer you. That way the roster will just keep you.
So that's how you grow.
Yeah,
you earn their trust.
A satisfied client begets another one.
That's true. That's very true. One of the things we always ask our A&Rs and even managers when they come, we've asked them, who is the first person you should get on the team? And one person in particular said, not even a manager, you need to get a lawyer.
Absolutely.
You need to get a
because
lawyer.
you need to.
It was, I think so.
You need to, even a non-lawyer will tell you.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. If you don't do that, you are going to get into trouble from I've seen artists and managers being at loggerhead. I've seen managers who would go extra miles to ensure that he or she ruins the career of an artist. You don't want to fall into the wrong hands. But when you have your lawyer, the lawyer will ensure that you sign the right agreement with the manager, a comfortable agreement with the manager to protect you now and in the future. So once, like I said earlier, once you decide to commercialize your talent, your first point of call is a lawyer.
But your first point of call is a lawyer.
Your first point of call is a lawyer. Well, there's still so much to talk about. We are still here on Show Business on the Isle 95.9 FM. We have Yemisi Falaye.
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 Apologies, we
Ah,
no,
apologize.
no
I'm
worries.
so
Falaye
sorry.
everywhere.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies for that.
No worries at all.
Falaye. Yes. So
Falaye.
we have Yemisi Falaye here with us in the studio. So for it's been such an amazing conversation. But don't go anywhere. Of course, you know how we run it here.
IO 95.9.
Back here on the Hour 95.9 FM, your home for business, economy, and development. But this is also where business meets beats. We hold down the fort and we make it sound real good. This is the Good Nigeria Show. Big Daddy and MoyoLagos here.
My name still remains OmoBea, OMOBEA, and we have with us entertainment lawyer Yemisi Falaye, and we've been, she's been dropping nuggets, and it's been such an amazing one. I think I'm getting some confidence boosters from her. The fact that what was that? What she said? She said she was the table. She said she was.
She was the barracks.
Yeah.
She said, I'm the barracks.
not
Soldier
good,
go,
yeah.
soldier
Soldier
come,
come,
but
but
I'm the barrack.
the
You know,
barrack.
so a lot of things might change, but she'll
I'm not
stay
letting
constant.
that go. Though that's not good.
That
for
was
me.
a
Please
bar.
let it go.
That was a
never,
bar.
ever, never.
I was Loki.
Please let it go.
Better writing than Odumodu Black. Nobody arrest me.
Well,
Yeah, anyway.
I mean, that's on
All
period.
right, let's get back. Let's get back
to
into
the
it.
conversation now. So let's talk about the fact that, of course, when we talk about what legal representation covers in the entertainment industry is usually or mostly intellectual property. All right, and are there other legal challenges that artists or actors face in the creative industry now? Because now we have digital media, we have streaming platforms, we have social media content and all of that. Is entertainment law in Nigeria adapting to the changes? Because before, everybody just thought it's just intellectual property.
It's beyond intellectual property.
Okay.
Even before now. So entertainment, even though intellectual property is the crux of the entertainment industry,
Yeah.
because as a matter of fact, copyright, which is a part of intellectual property, is the crux of the entertainment industry, because that's the currency. That's what you sell. That's what you buy. Your creativity is your intellectual property, and it is covered by copyrights or trademarks or patents, depending on what you're involved in. That being said, there are obviously other parts of other specifications of law that come into play when doing business in the entertainment industry. There's the employment law. Entertainers hire people. They hire people on a commission basis. They hire people as full-time staff. They have companies. They register companies. They run companies, entertainment outfits, record labels. So there's corporate commercial law. They pay taxes every now and then. Although I'm not a tax expert, I don't specialize in taxation law. I'm not a tax consultant, but obviously as a lawyer, when you get all these tax letters from the tax authorities, you share with your lawyer. So often I get all of these documentations from the tax office. So there's tax law as well because of that. Creatives, because they are rich people, they invest in other sectors of, they do everything. They do real estate, they telecommunications. You'll be amazed at gone are those days where you make money and you spend it immediately as a talent. Because the unfortunate thing about entertainment, which is inclusive of sports, is there's a time limit. There were some. Now we have David, we have Wizkid, we have Burna Boy, we have Tiwa Savage, and all of that. We have Olamide. In the 70s, they were not there. There were other people. Yeah. In the 30s, 2030s, or 2040s, let me give them a bit of more time. Let's say 2040s, there'll be a new set of people that will be popping.
Yeah.
So because there's a lifespan, no matter how long, even if in fact, your copyright, your work has a limit. It's 50 years after the death of the author.
No wonder they are milking Michael Jackson's.
Oh, sorry.
No, they can't.
This is new information to
They
me.
can't really.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's 50
So
years.
if I
50 years.
release a song and then sadly maybe I pass, are you telling me that after 50 years
Yeah,
I
it
no
becomes
longer
a public domain.
it
yeah.
now becomes public domain?
Yes.
So my children and my estate can no longer benefit from it.
Well, they
Is there
can.
a way to protect it?
Well, I mean, so one thing about copyright is once you convert it into a tangible product, it becomes copyrighted. You
Okay.
enjoy automatic protection, But then that being said, like I said, if the author dies and then 50 years after the death of the author, that protection
Is this
technically
global best practice or a Nigerian thing?
Yes, it's global.
That's
That's another
interesting.
thing about copyright. The copyright law is global. What's applicable in
Applicable.
Nigeria
Yeah.
is applicable everywhere. So that's why you cannot use Beyonce's song here, even though she doesn't live here. She doesn't. She has
true.
nothing to do in Nigeria, but you can't use it because copyright is global.
Okay. Now
The universe actually respects and regards intellectual property. I don't know how much we know about that in Nigeria. If it's not oil and gas, if it is not politics,
yeah.
if it's not banking,
We don't-
infrastructure,
yeah.
people don't, take it seriously. But trust me, the universe respects creativity. Copyright is the only asset that enjoys automatic protection once you convert it into a tangible object.
Alrighty, that's amazing. As somebody who's been doing this for so long, I think one of the first questions I want to ask is, what is your average? Okay, say for example you meet me and I'm a talent and I'm a creative and I want you to be my lawyer. What would be the first port of call for you? What's the first document you would draft for me?
So what are you doing?
Okay, say I'm a musician.
The first will be to hire people that would enhance your craft.
Okay,
Number one, perhaps a personal manager.
okay,
Number two, perhaps will be a business manager.
okay.
Number three, perhaps will be if you decide to partner with a record label, if you decide to get signed to a record label, obviously that will be that.
Okay, so
Then-
you draft the agreement.
Yes, you
Okay.
draft or review the agreements that the other party has
Has
given
offered.
you. Yes.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. This is a lot.
And for a minute there, I almost thought I was about to sign a contract. I look at me listening with rapt attention.
Okay, I just want to ask one very just a cheeky question. Please don't mind me. We'll come back to the heavy ones later. So what's it like when you work with artists that are also lawyers? Or you work with creatives that are also lawyers? What's it like? Did they tell you that, no, but it's supposed to be like this, but it's supposed to be like this? Are they more,
Difficult to work with.
Yeah,
than-
because they feel like, they also know some certain aspects of the law. Because I know if you go through the list, there are a couple of lawyers
Lawyers
on your
Yeah,
list.
fair. Funke Akindele is a lawyer.
Is
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Fowles is a lawyer.
Fowles
Yes,
is also,
Fowles
yeah,
is
that's
also
true.
a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one is even active.
So, I mean, you can't compare the knowledge of a practicing lawyer to a non-practicing one.
Okay.
So because the profession is so noble that you can't mix it. You can't be an artist and still be a practicing lawyer. You have to choose one.
Okay, so today now I can't call Fowles to defend me in court.
No, you can't. He's
so-
not a practicing lawyer.
Mm.
He
Sorry.
was practicing before.
But he was called to bar.
Oh yes, he was called to bar. He was practicing before he started
The music.
and then obviously after that he had to stop practicing.
Fair enough.
So that's the edge that I have over them. I'm practicing, you're not. So
But do they give you a hard time? Do they do they start quoting some of the law?
No.
Copyright law of section 2 on that section. Do they start doing
no,
stuff
I
like
think
that?
they are the ones that are even more understanding because they are easier to work. They know what's up. I don't need to stress myself. I don't need to talk too much before you understand what's going on.
So they understand some of the terminologies already.
Yes, they know any direction that I decide to take, they know it without me having to say too much.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Also, so does that mean you prefer working with them?
I love everybody.
Oh, she very diplomatic
Yeah,
answer.
terrible person. But what about, have you had situations where you've had some over-savvy family members? Maybe you're trying to work with an artist, and there's one family member that says, no, I'm also a lawyer. Let me see that contract. No, you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that.
That's not over-sabi. That's you being protective, and it's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't mind that.
You don't
I don't
that.
mind. I don't mind.
Okay, because
to be honest.
okay, for example, let's say Fowles was not an artist. I know you've worked with Fowles. I know Fowles' sister is also
A lawyer.
a lawyer. So
Yeah.
you imagine Fowles' sister comes and say, I don't think you're right. Let's go at this direction. Let's go.
No,
You don't
because
mind.
she's a lawyer, she won't do that because she knows that she can't interfere, too much in my work.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the same way I respect her own craft as well.
Yeah.
And besides, we're all one big family. She's a very good friend.
As well.
I mean, she's a friend of mine, as much as her brother is my friend as well, and a former client. So.
Yeah.
The legal profession is a very noble one. We're not cantankerous people.
Yes.
We're not troublemakers.
Unlike-
Allow me brag.
Unlike the politicians, it's fine.
I don't know
It's
about.
fine. No, it's me that said it.
Integrity.
It's me that said it. You have integrity. Anywho,
Do you think the entertainment law in Nigeria, do you think it's evolving, especially with global best practices? Do you think it's evolving? Because now they are profiling, entertainment lawyers now. Before it was, I mean, I feel like, there's a certain aspect that people are beginning to recognize that these people do a lot of things. They go on Twitter and they harass somebody, and then they need a lawyer to say that, okay, this is what you do, this is what you do. Or do you work with the PR people that say, okay, how do we handle this situation? Because artists can be very, very funny and interesting. But do you think that the entertainment law in Nigeria has been able to adapt over the decade, especially with the coming on stream of digital platforms? We have streaming now. So how do you ensure that the entertainment law in Nigeria also accommodates tech into what tech can do because people can use AI now to use your artist's music to do something,
Use his
and all
voice
of that,
or something.
to use his voice or something. So is the entertainment law in Nigeria
keeping up with
it?
Entertainment lawyers are keeping up with it.
Okay, not the law itself.
Not the law itself.
So that means there's a disconnect somewhere.
However, it's to the practitioners in Nigeria's advantage. So, for instance, if you use Davido's voice on AI, yes, you are encroaching on his intellectual property rights because on his image rights and on his likeness. David didn't sing the song, but you're making it sound like he sang the song. So that's an infringement as at now, according to what the law says now in Nigeria. You are infringing on David's right. So it somewhat works in the practitioner's favor is what I mean. But in terms of, the Nigerian entertainment lawyers being at par with our contemporaries abroad, being at, keeping up to global practice, within the ecosystem, we're doing even more than enough. And that's thanks to the global artists, because we have to represent our artists that feature other artists in America, in the US, in the UK.
That
so
helps.
That exposure is there for us as well. So thank you, David. Thank you, Wizkid. Thank you, Tiwa. Thank you, Borna. Thank you, everybody.
Can I ask a very cheeky question?
You want to ask your cheeky question?
Let me just
too.
ask my own cheeky question. Have you ever been starstruck? I mean, we mere mortals, we don't get to see these people every day, but you probably are working with them. You're even sitting down and in your barracks,
In my barracks.
and you are having these conversations, and it's work. It's just like everyday life for you. But along the line, did you ever meet somebody and were you starstruck?
So because I'm very conscious of work and I don't want to be perceived in a certain way.
As unprofessional or something?
Yeah, I don't want to be seen as unprofessional. I really get starstruck. I would appreciate you. I would tell you that I feel highly honored to be with you, to work with you, to be in your presence. But to act starstruck, you won't
You
see
never
me.
do that.
No, I don't think.
Just like we are trying to do now.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think this is my poker face.
We're trying so hard
This is my poker face.
not to show our starstruckness.
Nah, you guys are
Yeah.
making me blush.
No. It's just another day. Here.
All right, still here on Show Business on R95.9. One or two questions as we wrap things up. Just a quick one. With Nigeria's entertainment industry now, contributing billions to the economy, what do you see as the biggest opportunities, and also for even young creatives and aspiring entertainment lawyers in Nigeria? What advice would you give them about navigating contracts or partnerships and intellectual property issues for the young creatives and even for young budding entertainment lawyers?
Keep yourself abreast of developments. Don't live in denial. Don't be open-minded to changes. Like they say, the only constant thing in life is
Change.
the only thing, is change. Everything changes. Even change changes. Don't be stuck in your ways. Be an avid reader. You have to read. You have to be knowledgeable. Like they say as well, ignorance is way more expensive than knowledge. So if you think that book is too expensive for me to buy and read and know what's inside, you not knowing what is inside is more, the consequences of you not knowing what's inside that book is more expensive than you buying that book and reading it.
So educate.
You need to.
yourself.
In fact, that's the greatest weapon of humanity as far as I'm concerned. Education.
All
You
right.
understand?
Thank
So
you. Thank
that's
you
it.
so much for that. That's very powerful. Make sure you read a book, y'all,
Mm-hmm.
and stay educated. Last question before we go. I know you have a lot of things to do. From your perspective, what more can be done by way of moving entertainment law, right? So we know the entertainment lawyers are doing fantastic work. But entertainment law in Nigeria, legally, structurally, policy-wise, how do we further professionalize Nigeria's entertainment law industry?
So we need to work closely with we need to put the legislative house, the National Assembly and the state houses of assembly under immense pressure to enact laws that will protect the entertainment industry and its practitioners. Very important. Once we have that, when you have laws governing relationships between a manager and an artist, you have laws governing royalties and how artists can benefit from them. In Nigeria, it will be very easy to navigate things around. It will be very easy to, the day-to-day activities of practitioners within the industry will be so easy. So the most important thing, like I said, is to ensure that the government enacts laws that will govern the ecosystem very easily, just like it's done in other parts of the world.
Amazing stuff. Thank you so much, Yemisi
Falaye.
Falaye. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Yemisi Falaye, and forgive me for my atrocities. Thank you so much.
Go and sin no more.
Thank you. I'll come back to your barracks later. We'll have a conversation about it. But, it has been a really fantastic conversation this morning. And we know that there are so many people, from the creatives to those entertainment lawyers, young and budding, who have seen someone like you, because you paid your dues. You led the law group at Denton and Acres.
Denton's Acres Law.
Denton's Acres Law.
And now the Temple Company.
So you continue to go from strength to strength. You
Oh,
have proved
thank you.
yourself,
This guy's praying.
represented
I know, right?
so many. What?
You were
Praying.
No, I mean, it's amazing. You've
Thank you.
represented so many amazing talents, and obviously the works of your hands are speaking for itself.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much.
To
Congratulations.
God be the glory.
To God be the glory, Yami.
Hallelujah.
Thank you. Hallelujah. Thank you for coming. This has
Thank you
been
for having me,
Show
guys.
Business.
This has been Show Business on R95.9 FM. We just had a conversation with Yemisi Falaye, one of the top 7 most prominent entertainment lawyers in Nigeria.
That's right.
And that's not cap, people.
Let's limit it to top 3.
Energy.
What is
That's
this?
right.
What's going
Energy.
on? What's
Like,
going on? What's going on?
Who do
here?
them be when
Boss
them
brain.
Going on? I love it. I love it. She called herself the barracks, people.
She said, so no, in context, soldier go, soldier come, but the barracks remain.
And she's the
And
barracks.
she is the barracks.
Oh my
I love it
goodness.
so much.
See, Maybe I
Let's
should
just go.
I'll
Let's
join
just go.
Lo.
She has dropped the mic already.
Yes, it's a wrap right here. Antoinette is already in the building, walking up and down. I don't know
She
what's
wants us to
going on.
skedaddle.
She just wants us to skedaddle. She wants to take over. She's excited. I don't know. Do you have something to say? Because why are you pacing? Oh, okay. All right. Well, my name is OmoBea, OMOBEA. Well, I'm still budding. I don't know what to call myself, but I am me. I am, and
That's
I'm proud
right.
of me as well. And this is Big Daddy MoyoLagos.
That's right.
Doesn't have money, but is a Big Daddy Mo.
That's right, because it's in the spirit. They say got you looking, but Talika Lutinko. That's
Yeah, I'm
right.
not even coin anything.
How dare you?
The L 95.9 FM. Stay tuned.
IO 95.9.